Hi, I'm Al, and in today's Summit Racing Quick Flicks, I'm going to show you how to index your spark plugs. So just by indexing your spark plugs, you may be able to gain 1 or 2 extra horsepower. Now, some people may ask, why do I want to spend all this time just for that 1 or 2 extra horsepower? Well, there's some theories behind all of this. One of the theories is that there's so much turbulence rushing in, from the air rushing in to that cylinder head, that if the spark plug is pointed towards the intake valve, it's not going to get as complete of a burn as it would if it's pointed towards the squish area of the exhaust valve. The other theory is that the air-fuel mixture rushing in will also wet down the spark plug so you don't get as large of a spark. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to go about indexing your spark plugs. So as you can see here in this first chamber that I have, the spark plug actually protrudes quite a bit into the chamber, and if you're running a tight tolerance engine and the piston is coming up quite a bit, it might actually connect with that spark plug. So you may want to add an indexing washer to pull the spark plug back out of that chamber a little bit, and you can also try to make sure it's indexed and pointed in the right direction. In this next chamber, you can see that the ground strap is pointed towards the intake valve, but it is not fully open towards the exhaust valve, and that's exactly what we want. Here, the grounding strap is not pointed towards the intake valve. It's almost open towards the exhaust valve. What we may do is change one of those indexing washers to make sure that it is clocked in the right position. And last, we actually have it clocked in the ideal position with the spark plug completely open towards that exhaust valve. Now, you may ask, what type of washers am I going to use? Well, Moroso actually has a few kits available. And in this kit that I have here, they have 3 different washers. One that's 40 thousandths that will rotate the spark plug 105 degrees. One that's 50 thousandths of an inch thick that will rotate the spark plug 210 degrees. And another one that's 64 thousandths that'll give you 315 degrees of rotation. And then finally you may ask, how do I know how far I need to rotate my spark plug? Well, one simple trick to do is that you take your new spark plug out of the box and you grab yourself a marker and you go ahead and you find the ground strap and you line it up and you give yourself a nice line so that way you know where that grounding strap is. And then you can go ahead and rotate it away from that exhaust valve, and so you know you're pointed in the right direction. Just a few extra tips for you. Some people actually buy 10 spark plugs for their 8-cylinder vehicle, and the reason is they'll try all 10 spark plugs in cylinder number 1 till they find the right combination of spark plug and indexing washer. Then they'll move to cylinder number 2 and do the same until they are left with just 2 extra spark plugs. And that's always good to have for emergencies. Another little tip is that you should not stack these washers together. That's why you get those extra 2 spark plugs, so that way you can find that right combination. Now, if you have any other questions about spark plugs or engines in general, please feel free to leave a comment below in our comment section. Make sure you hit subscribe to stay up to date on our latest Quick Flicks videos, and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.